Muted already. Great start. Hello, Alex. Hello, Jorf. Sorry, I actually... Have you been here before, Jorf? I do not recognize the Freddy... What is his name? Is his name Freddy? Frankie? I don't know. I don't know my Scooby-Doo history lore anymore, I guess. Or whatever. So... I think it's Freddy. That sounds right. But... Yes, we're back. Back to... video game time. Specifically Napple Tale. Which, okay. Update on Napple Tale. And how are you both doing, by the way? Let me know how that's... let me know how your life's going. How are things going? How are you feeling? I did some research on, like, what we do next, because if you remember from last time, September 29th, apparently. That sounds a while ago, but that's probably accurate, because I missed the week before that. Yeah, September 29th. So it's been, you know, a while. I kind of lost track of what we're supposed to be doing, because we finished up all the seasons. But you can see on that top left corner there, we're missing 2 orbs of some sort. And the impression I got from what research I did was that comes from side quests. Maybe. I don't really know for sure. I just kind of did a little digging and did not find much of anything. So, I think we're just gonna keep pushing forward on some side quests, see how things go. And then, I like it when you spawn and this thing's just on your head, so it looks like you have a weird banana hair going on or something. Roll from Mega Man Legends or something. So I don't know for sure what we need to do, but I do know this wolf guy's been asking us to do stuff for him. So we're gonna continue with Wolf Guy Man doing things, which I think is this house, if I recall correctly. There we go. And yeah, here it is. Okay, so last time I think he did come and ask us for something right before we saved. I don't remember what it was, so let me see if I can figure out what that is real quick. Turn my sound down. I think the sound's probably okay for you guys, but my sound is very loud. Bump it down like a good 50% for me. So let me see. Can we actually do... No, that's my Paffit's memo. Okay. Look for an item Petunia would like in the planter, summer flavor, get ice cream flavors. There's a house in New Year's Day that looks identical to the one in town. New Year's Day. Is that going to be like in winter, probably? We'll go check that out. Just because I'm not quite sure what that is. Am I already flashing most exciting things that can happen in life? I'm going to freeze my camera here real quick. Deactivate. I might have to adjust the exposure. There we go. All right, bump it on my mic as well. Hopefully that's in a good spot. Activate. Not quite where I want it to be. I think it's adjusting. I think I have auto exposure on, so. Do I need to turn off focus again? Yeah, autofocus we don't need. I don't see New Year's Day on here. Have we been to Fjordland? I'm guessing we have, but yeah, okay. Maybe New Year's Day is in spring, actually. That would make sense, so we'll go back there real quick. Because we did get rid of the, what's it called? The little eggs that were blocking the way, so maybe we need to go somewhere there now. That should be fixed. Fixed for now. I don't really know what to do about my whole camera setup. I think I'm in an okay spot with my camera right now, but there are things that I desire to be different, but it's okay. It's working for what we're doing right now. I always have the problem that I have the light sitting right behind me. And so like I can't like non-green screen really, because then you guys just get blasted with lights. So I really probably should get a different light and place it somewhere else, but the problem is that, like, that's the easiest place for me to set a light for my room. So, in my apartment, because I don't have any ceiling lights, unfortunately, so. One summer, festival night. Oh, this is summer. Whoops. So I think I need to go to the right once I get out of here. But yeah, it's been kind of a funky month, so apologies for kind of the weird schedule stuff. Also, the podcast may have came out weird last week. I think it may have accidentally posted to the day before. Like, I think technically it, like, was published on the day the previous podcast was published. On not on YouTube. YouTube it was fine, but the Anchor FM was showing it came out the same day as the previous podcast, which was not the okay, New Year's Day. Here we go. Which was not intended. I did fix it, but I don't know like how much those things even update the what's that called? Like podcast feeds. So I would imagine like the only way I could probably get it to really update is if I just like deleted the podcast and re-uploaded it, and I was too lazy. So it was like a weird podcast anyways. So it's, you know, not many people listen to it. That's fine too. So. All right. So New Year's Day should be eggless now. So I think we're good to go check out whatever this house was, because I think they were like sitting right here. Which I'll be honest with you, I barely remember what house this was. So, do I have? I don't. Okay, this one turns into a stepping stone. Is there anything up there I even need, though? I don't think I need to go up there. Okay, we'll just leave that then. My cat has been asleep all day, so he'll probably be making a... Oh, I didn't know that went downward. Or maybe I hit it downward like that. So he'll probably be walking around and... He's not meowing. I give him a little treat beforehand to try to satiate the hunger, so... He's meowing now. I can only... Gosh dang it. Get over there. I remember last time I came here, like, I was able to just, like, one-shot it. So I was very impressed by my shot that I did. Okay. Oh, God. That ice thing. Alright, a little camera adjustment again. Oh. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Is this... Okay. I was using the D-pad there for a second. I was like, I wonder if this game, like, just uses digital inputs. Because some games, like, when you use the analog stick, it technically will still just be the digital input. Phantasy Star Online is a great example of that. The analog stick is what I'm using. And I'm pretty sure this game has analog control from what I can tell. So, like, I mean, definitely from the movement. Yeah, there's definitely a range on the movement there. D-pad is just... You know, go as quickly as possible. So, can I get up there? Oh, give me that maple. Yes, there we go. Is there anything back there? I don't see anything. Man, I don't remember there being a house here though. That's lucky. Oh God. Can I break this at all? We may beat this game today. I don't know, to be honest with you, what's going on with it. We shall see. I also am on the verge of beating Asphalt GT finally, so... Finally. I mean, it's only been a few weeks, but... It's kind of a grindy game to some extent, but it's like grindy in a good way, I think, so it's not a big deal. So, hey, Mr. T. How's it going? It is going all right for me. I am Napple Tailing. I don't remember what, like, I kind of remember what we're doing, but I think really all we're doing is just doing side quests at this point. based off what I was looking at online, it seems like the side quests might be needed to get the different orbs and stuff. So, hey, Kick Sniffles. Trying to remember, I don't recall if we ever saw a girl named Alice in the main town. I recognize her. Seal or whatever. How you doing, Mr. T? Total golf ball. I can tell, but could you... Also, I think this music's only been for this cutscene, so maybe Alice is important. Porch and Stray Nap. There was the other girl that we hadn't, like, actually, helped still yet. I think we're supposed to find her in Autumn, and I don't think we ever found her in Autumn, so... Hey there, little Alice. Oh, she's got little, I know they're supposed to be, like, I don't know what you would call them. Droppy things from their hair, but it kind of looks like they're coming out of her forehead with how the model works. I'm guessing it's not supposed to look like it's coming out of her forehead. It's supposed to come from the sides, I think. Meow. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember seeing Alice back in town though. I'm sure there is one. I just don't know where to look. Ah! He's got giant bear slippers. I mean, they would fit me, but it doesn't fit the girls very well. So. Oh, I forgot you had COVID. I'm glad you're doing better. Sorry. I completely forgot you had mentioned that. So, I guess, how long has it been at this point? Is it been 2 weeks? Is that right? Because I think you mentioned it last time we had, like, a Saturday get-together thing, right? Oh, you know, it might be faster to go to Napple Town from the right, so. More Napple Tale. Maybe close to being done with Napple Tale. I don't quite know yet, to be honest, so. We'll find out. We're going to play more Napple Tale this week at the very least, so. And if we get kind of stuck, maybe we can move on to something else while I like kind of half-heartedly kind of looked into what we need to do next. Like, I was just trying to figure it out based off what I mean, there's not a great guide for this online. I mean, there's a guide that is in French, so I can't speak to the quality of it, but it's a machine-translated guide, and, you know, or at least, maybe the French guide, it was actually manually translated. Whoever translated it, you know, English pretty much didn't seem like their first language, or they wanted to be really faithful to French and didn't do a... I'm personally of the mind that, like, you should make something read better than it is, be, like, super faithful to the original text. I know some people don't feel that way. But I'd rather, like, as long as, like, I would rather have a better understanding of, like, something rather than, you know, be as literal as possible kind of thing. But not blaming. Oh, that's right. There's that thing. I don't think I've gone in that one yet. I'll have to check. I don't remember which one's which. Oh, nice. Congrats on not being sick anymore. Yeah, I was really worried given, you know, I went on an airplane and then went to the convention. And yeah, Portland Retro Game Expo was good. I went and did the things I wanted. Well, there's one person I really want to talk to that I did not get to talk to. Perfectly fine though. I just didn't find a winter switches. Did I not bring a spring switch with me? Oh. All right. Let me see this hot-blooded accessory real quick. I want to see what's going to go on here. Nice. All right. Well, I'll bring the spring thing next time. But yeah, so that one person I wasn't able to find. But I did go talk to Chris Kohler. I want to ask him about his audiobooks because he usually is there selling his books, and I would listen to Chris Kohler's books. I don't read very much, right? So like it's just hard for me to sit down and like read stuff. At least like whole books like that. So I did ask him about this forever ago, and he was like, oh, maybe, but he said at this point it's pretty much puttered out. So he's like, don't expect them to come out. So he's like, well, I hope you can read it someday. And I was like, yeah, maybe. But I just don't have a lot of confidence. I'm gonna sit down and read through a whole book about Final Fantasy V. So, but yeah, I also asked him about something with the Chibi Robo community asked me about, so I passed that along to them. Basically regarding like Chris posted like a statue of like Chibi Robo that was like from Skip's offices. And somebody asked me about it a while ago if I knew anything about it. I was like, I don't know, but I was like, I could ask Chris about the situation because he apparently like deleted it off Twitter or whatever. And he was saying that basically he was like, oh, it's not really like he didn't delete it for any real particular reason other than he changed jobs. And he brought up a good point of just like, hey, whenever you change jobs, I think it's like good to like refresh your Twitter because like, you know, things you said at your previous job might, you know, basically carry over to the next job kind of thing. So, and I can definitely understand that kind of thing. So, yeah, when I was at the airport, Mr. T, basically, I saw probably less than 10% wearing a mask. Probably close to like 3% or something like that. So, yeah, if you're worried about mass travel right now and like making sure people are, you know, taking those proper precautions, I don't think it's gonna go back unless anything crazy happens. So I think that's just something that you probably have to figure out, you know, when you'll feel comfortable, right? I think the big thing, right, is like just keeping an eye on like infection rates, right? Especially, well, you know, for flying, you can't really tell what's going to happen, right? But if I look at like the national infection rate and then also maybe the infection rate of the place you're going, I would think probably. So I need to get the spring key. I'll probably just get all the keys, honestly, and just put them in my inventory. I'll dump out most of these paffets because I don't know what I need them for otherwise. But yeah, and then Portland Retro Game Expo had no proof of vaccination and no mask requirements. So I did get a couple of kind of, well, I have duckbill masks, so they look kind of goofy. So I got a couple weird looks, but it might be less because it's a mask and more because it was a duckbill mask. So, but I find the duckbill mask should just be more comfortable. So that's not what I want to do. So it's very, very fun in that regard. Komori-Con does require proof of vaccination and mask. So I was going to bring my proof of vaccination to Portland Retro Game Expo just in case they changed or something like that. But I actually forgot it at the house. So I'm kind of glad they didn't require it because I would have had to find some way to figure out what I was doing. Admittedly, I didn't spend like a ton of time at Portland Retro Game Expo. So, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be like PRGE. I'm guessing my guess for PRGE, because we were talking about this with my friends, because they're like, why is, you know, PRGE not requiring anything where Komori-Con is requiring a lot in Portland, right? And like basically, you know, PRGE people are coming all over the country to that place, right? Where Komori-Con in Portland is probably more like a local anime convention kind of thing. Like a good number of my friends actually run stuff there, right? So it's just kind of like, you know, more straightforward kind of thing. So I think they just don't require as much. Here in Vegas, there's not really any requirements for that stuff either. So like Level Up Expo, I don't think had any mass requirements. Nor did I think Anime or Sin City Anime. I think they had a mass requirement for Sin City Anime, but no vaccination requirement. So I remember having a conversation with somebody about it because of the panel stuff. So. Yeah, that's probably for the best, Joseph. Don't be like me and just blast your name out on the internet and show your face everywhere. And be like, yes, let me talk about questionable Dojin games. Okay, so I'm gonna go get some paffets, that's for sure. And then we need to find Alice in town. So I'll just start, I guess, going from house to house, breaking down the doors. Got a warrant for Alice. So yeah, but probably for the best. But yeah, I only went there for about maybe I say 2/3 of the Saturday. And I talked to Chris. I talked about Chris already. So I went and talked to him, and then I also went to talk to Frank Cifaldi and Kelsey about the Dojin game situation, and what to do about archiving those. And they didn't really give me a great answer. But I think generally the sentiment they were telling me, and I'm sure they didn't want to be responsible for anything really, is probably part of it too. I get the impression they're like, hey, two things. One, you should try to contact the person. And if nobody responds, just, live your life to the fullest, right? Basically, they put it out there at some point, and, it definitely, would be better to have, like, more sanctioned kind of thing. So, we'll see. I think what the plan will end up being is I will probably make, like, a separate archive.org page for it or something like that, and then maybe just give it a generic name and not really advertise the fact that I'm uploading stuff up there. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence because, like, that thing of, like, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission kind of thing. And a lot of, like, especially, like, the X68000 Club, like, a lot of those are, like, people who made games back in, like, the 2000s. School, I'm sure there's not really anyone really, like, I'm sure somebody's running those media channels, but, like, are they gonna want to have some, like, dude in America try to broken Japanese talk to them about, hey, can I upload your stuff to archive.org? I think so. Yeah. So anyways, I think there will be I will make some effort to do that. Probably not immediately because it's just kind of a busy time right now, but that will probably be the plan. Yeah, Mr. T, I think it's best to probably just leave it as is if you can. So, I have lived my life on the internet basically. So, all right. So that's Mr. Cigar Smoking Dragon Man. So anyways, so that was a good conversation. Pretty straightforward though. And then otherwise, I just like kind of walked around the show floor and did a little shopping. But I wasn't really, I didn't seal. I don't think we can advance this. Yeah, seasonal versions over. Yeah, okay. I didn't buy a lot because I didn't have a lot of space because because of how I set up my trip, I had to like carry all my stuff with me to PRG. And so I only had like a backpack, 2 backpacks basically. So kept it pretty light. And honestly, like, I don't really need a lot, at this point. So basically I bought like a handful of like import Game Boy games, and then bought like I think 2 or 3 other games. So all right, where the heck would Alice be? Wasabi ice cream. I think we read that before. I guess we're just gonna start checking these little houses. I'm guessing she's not at the Moo Bar. I don't think she's in the mansion, but we'll check just to make sure. Yeah, I do need to do my research though to make sure they're not like selling it online, because some people do sell their stuff on booth, right? Like the Ghost 9 Solid stuff, like you can go find all that. It's a shame I use that as an example of like games that are hard to get, because Ghost 9 Solid is very easy to get. So, but I don't think she lives here. So I did that, and then around like 2:30, I headed home. I didn't go to any panels really. There's some interesting things, but I think the only ones I may have gone to is like the Saturn panel. I did talk to the Saturn people. Here's their ad. I have it right here. The Shiro Media Group, like Sega Sanshiro or whatever. They have a podcast and they were doing like a fanzine kind of thing. featuring Bug, hence why he's purple, because he's green, and my background's purple. Katie, come on, get off there. Down, please. Sorry, cat's getting on the shelf. Sometimes I can just, like, intimidate him by getting up, and he's like, oh, you're gonna come pick me up. Gonna come for you. He read the bluff, okay? or he did not read the bluff, so. Anyways, so, oh yeah. So I talked to them a little bit. I didn't tell them I was doing a PCFX stuff with Filler, but I guess I wasn't really supposed to say that probably. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think Filler mentioned, like, us doing something together, but we're not really officially talking about it yet, because we just don't know what we're doing. But I was, like, talking to them a little bit under that context, but I did not really tell them that's what we were doing, so. Anyways, I was listening to their podcast a little bit just to, like, see if there's anything that I could, you know, personally, you know, take as inspiration from that at all. But, they have a pretty casual show. It seems all right, at least the main podcast. Cat's walking behind the game consoles, which is always a good thing. So hopefully nothing dies here. Okay. But yeah, it seems like a pretty casual show, for the most part. So I think we'll probably do something a little more structured. We'll see. We'll see when that happens. But yeah, they seem like nice guys from what little I talked to them. And then there's a couple other podcast people I talked to there. There's somebody I wanted to look up their podcast, but I could not find their card. So I need to, like, look up their table number or something and see if I can figure out who they were. Because we had a pretty decent conversation about, like, Final Fantasy 14 and stuff like that, which was kind of fun. But where the heck is Alice? My camera's just not playing nice tonight, and I don't know why. But I think you guys are just going to live with it, sorry. Kind of like coming and going, and it's like flickering, so. Hey Joshua, how's it going? How you doing, boy? I'm trying to think if there's any interesting Konami stuff that was at PRG that I saw. I don't think so, though. Nothing, like, really jumped out. I mean, there's arcade section, but I don't know if PRG has, like, rhythm games very often. I feel like that's more like an anime con kind of thing. Seal's her friend. Maybe Seal can tell us where Alice is. Yo. How exciting. Where's your friend Alice? No. Yeah, admittedly, like, I'm sitting here talking, so I'm slightly distracted, so, like, I'm not necessarily going house to house in the right way. Okay, Alice's house. We found it. We did it. Give me the Alice conversation. Why are you sad, Alice? Okay, I remember Alice now. She's just like a child in the other land for some reason. I do remember this character. So afraid. I'm afraid, but I want to sleep. Why am I so afraid? Good afternoon. Please help me, Mr. Spirit Guide Man. I do like her design a lot, though. I guess her, like, weird, like, twin tail things on the front of her do kind of come from her forehead, though. I kind of thought it was maybe just, like, hanging off weird on the younger version. Because she, like, had her whole head forward. A tea party? I'm tea party. Drank a lot of tea when I was in Portland. My friend is big into tea. Also went into his basement and he had a bunch of pachinko machines. I'm like, all right, man. So played some Castlevania erotic violence. I had no idea what I was doing, unfortunately. So impressive number of blankets. I did watch someone play like a sake pachinko machine, and that seemed like that had more going on. That's like the mahjong anime, right? And it seemed like you're like kind of building out like hands using the slots. Where erotic violence, I just, like, sometimes death would show up and an animation would play, and I'm like, all right. So, I mean, it's gambling, so, you know, how much control do you really have? But It seems like there's something going on, but I don't know if it's really something going on or if it's just like, here's the flashy visuals to make it feel like something's going on, right? So, I need to learn how to actually play Pachinko at some point, properly. Like, what's going on with those things, rather than just getting the ball in the hole. Which, I mean, is the key point is to get the ball in the hole, but, you know. I like the idea of blanket collecting. It's a very interesting thing to collect. Someone who would gently encourage me. It's kind of weird that Seal is still a kid, though, in this town, where she's a kid in the other place, but here she's like an adult. Alice is an adult. I don't really understand how this is working out. Oh, Cheerwall is a Paffet. Okay. I think I have one. I think I just gotta take Cheerwall back to spring. Let's go. I don't think I have him on me anymore. I think I got rid of him. Oh, is that him? Oh, I can't check Paffets right now. Are you Cheerwall? There we go. No, that's ON Dance. The perfect cheerleader, though. Alright. Oh, yeah, I saw there was, like, some Konami stuff that was happening. I did see there's, like, the Silent 2 Hill remake. Yeah, 2 is definitely the most popular. And Shattered Memories was, like, a remake of the first game, yeah, so... Although, I don't think it's, like, on a more, like, modern system, right? I don't think it's on, like, PC or anything like that, right? So... Yeah, Konami's been active this year, so... You know, I mean, they're always doing stuff, but this year I think it's been particularly more popular franchise stuff, which I think they said during... Is this Cheerwall? Okay. I need to get rid of this guy, then. The hot-blooded accessory needs to go. Glad Cheerwall finally has a use. Do your dab, though. Do your dab for me. Damn. Your Gradius game? Didn't they have something at Tokyo Game Show? Was it like a... Or maybe it was like an R-type thing that was at Tokyo Game Show. I'll be honest with you, all those shooters kind of blend together for me. I'm just like, yeah, R-type, Gradius... Is there a Serpent game? Serpent? There's the one on the Vectrex. I don't remember. So, Hinabita is all you need. I'd be interested in seeing if they ever do anything more with the Hinabita franchise, but I probably not. Continue to just pump those games into rhythm games, probably, which is fine. Okay, so we need to go back to... Well, I guess maybe we should take Cheerwall to the blanket, or the older version of her first. That's gonna be... Where was that? Was it in spring? The old lady. I need the... Yeah, here we go. Just to make sure. I mean, I don't think we need to go here with Cheerwall, but I'd rather do this now than run all the way back and then find out we have to talk to her with Cheerwall first. Here's Cheerwall. Okay. As far as I can tell, Cheerwall does nothing there, so. Let's go to child version of Alice. So, but yeah, I've been pretty happy with Konami over the years. But I've never had like the same like Konami affinity as I think as other people. Like I mainly was a Castlevania fan more than anything else, so. And even I had gotten, like, tired of Castlevania, like, during the Metroidvania run of Castlevania, so. Like, by Order of Ecclesia, like, even Portrait of Ruin, I barely picked up Portrait of Ruin. So I think that's part of like why Bloodstained Ritual of the Night didn't appeal to me a ton, because I felt like it was kind of continuing that path, and I was already kind of burned out on those games to some extent. But also why I like Shaman King Master Spirit so much, because that game feels like a maybe not evolution of that series, but like a different take on that series. So think about Shaman King more than I should probably. So although I haven't really taken like much interest in other Shaman King games though. I know there's a lot of them, but when you say key visual, you mean key visual for Hinabita? Oh, we Nappling. We are indeed Nappling right now. Exploring the world of Napple Tale. What do we do after that? I'm not quite sure, honestly. So I know next week for sure we're gonna be playing Castlevania Bloodlines. I know that much. I think that's what it's called, Bloodlines. I think the European name's like A New Generation or something like that. So if we don't finish it today, we will return once again in November, and Escape from Bug Island we will skip this year, probably. That was gonna be my October game, but then October got really weird. So, all right, I think this is the house here. I know that's you, Josh. I have seen you inside my house before. All right, cheer wall's here to cheer you on. What? I do like the text size changes in this game a lot. Am I giving up cheer wall? I mean, he has no use otherwise, so. That was my first Paffet. No! Search the house for clues. All right, on to LA Noir this. Gonna pick up that ruler off the floor and examine it. LA Noir was an alright game. I did not like the ending of it, but I enjoyed it overall. Alright. We got a stick. Put the slippers away. Put the crown away. Book over there, I can't reach it. Can I not? Oh, there's more room here. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing really, so. Man in a strange hat. Like a clown. The rabbit's watch says 3 o'clock. Oh boy. I mean, she wants to sleep. Although it said the mouse sleeps during the day. But I mean, it's daytime right now. Hopefully this is good. No good. Darn. I don't know what happened. I've got a blanket with a rabbit holding a clock with time on it. I wonder what time was. It was like 3 o'clock. Which I mean, that's not like 3 p.m.'s not bedtime in my opinion. So. Yeah, I'm gonna play it on the anniversary collection for sure. So. Whoop. Don't look over there. Okay. I guess we'll pick the Mad Hatter next time. But I guess we have to go back out there. So. Yeah, we'll play through Eric Lacarde, probably. So. The hit character from Castlevania Judgment, Eric Lacarde. I like the progression of Eric Lacarde is like spoiled school kid to buff man with long golden hair to cowboy. that is the progress of his life. So, and then he dies. A very strange character. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess like it's kind of weird that Eric went from like schoolboy to cowboy, because those games are actually pretty close to each other. I mean, Bloodlines, you know, whatever, that game was made before Igarashi and everything, so but like they're like, okay, Castlevania Judgment, baby boy school child. Portrait of Ruin, cowboy man. So I like Castlevania Judgment's stories quite a bit. I think that's like a really fun game if you're like a fan of Castlevania characters. So wish the game was a little bit better. Wish it was more of like a you know. Oh wait, I don't have a cheer. Well, maybe she still has the cheer wall. I wonder if I really have to come on her every time if I fail, but I guess there's only 3 chances to fail, so. Oops. Almost fell there. But yeah, I mean, I used to be pretty into the Castlevania lore to some extent. Not huge, but enough to care, so. All right, Alice, let's try to get you to go to sleep again. What is this thing? Just like a bunch of blocks? I don't really understand what this like putting away segment is either. Investigate the entire room before she goes to sleep. Hey, Alice, do you mind if we clean up your room a bit before your nap? Okay. Put away the blocks, I guess? Like, I don't really know what this does. Okay, I can put away the ruler. I think she might have been the way last time. It was weird. We'll leave the picture book out, maybe? The crown, we'll put the crown away. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave the slippers and the book out. The man is strange at hat, but it looks more like a clown. The rabbit watch says 3 o'clock. The timely rabbit one. Well, it has 2 long horns and lurks in the dawnless forest. Sounds like a demon. Well, has an eyes of bloodshot red and lurks in the dawnless forest. Okay, well, welcome to the Wonder Bread level. Wonder Bed, but... Hey, Josie. Yeah, do you have, like, Discord or something? I'd be happy to talk to you about that, privately if you want. A little bit.
Yes.
Or, some platform I can message you on. I remember Pokepuff, was like, messaged me on Instagram, and I was like, I'm an old man, Pokepuff. I don't know how Instagram works. So, but yeah, I definitely would be excited. So, awesome, cool. Let me think about this. I'll go about this. I will. Can I send you a message on YouTube? I don't even know. Maybe YouTube. I have a Discord actually, so anyone can find me. So let me just drop my Discord info in the chat, because there's no real reason to hide it. Let me see. Your profile. But yeah, definitely. Like, And where are you uploading your podcast? Are you using like Anchor FM or something like that? I'd definitely be happy to listen to the episodes. Where's my... Oh, you know what? I'm in streamer mode, so it's blocking it. How cruel. I want to disable streamer mode. There we go. All right. Here you go. Nope. Try this once again. All right, it should pop up in the chat there. It's on stream at least. There you go. So, yeah, YouTube's like a really convenient way to put them. I definitely like if you just want an easy service, I think Anchor FM is great because it like will let you I did not read any of this text on screen. It will let you like push to like a bunch of different platforms. So you don't have to like manually manage each one. I kind of question some of the analytics stuff from them, but you know, I don't think that's going to really matter until, you know, one of our podcasts get big or something like that, right? So oh god, I didn't read any of that text, but we'll dream the dream. I saw something about a pedal, so there's a very good chance whatever we're doing here is going to get us one of those 2 orbs we need. So, but yeah, I did not consume any of that information. So hopefully we just need to beat this level and that's it. So, I do not have a platform path in. All right, well, we'll leave that alone, I guess. And it's her up there. Okay. Well, I should be able to teleport here pretty easily. So I just need to bring, what kind of path do I need? I think I just need the platform path here and the bridge path here. The platform and bridge path. I mean, I don't really need to write this down, but just in case. Platform and bridge path. Wonder bed. Hey, Alvy, how's it going? How you doing, Alvy? Oh, there we go. I've noticed, Alvy, like, when you post on Twitter, like, often you post, like, kind of just, like, little bits of, like, key facts and stuff like that. I'm kind of curious, like, are you just, like, hey, I have this information? Or are you doing research when you, like, read about stuff? I'm always kind of interested to see, like, what you end up kind of including when you tweet about games. You're like, oh, yeah, this thing. And it's like, oh, okay. I don't have a great example in my mind right now, so... Oh my god, that thing exploded. But I've looked at a couple of your tweets before, and I'm like, oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, there's a sign here. Let me read this one. Near-stick bridge. Awesome, cool. Let me see if I can do that really quick. All right. I will not message you while I'm streaming, but I will accept it right now. There we go. Cool. I will message you after I'm done streaming, though. Feel free to not respond immediately, because by the time I'm done, it's going to be pretty late, so... I mean, it'll be the usual time, but, you know, I don't know how late it is for you, so... Everyone in my Discord is a night owl, so... I've been trying to go to sleep at, like, 11, so that's been good, but it definitely got off track when I went to PRG, so I was hanging out with my friends, and they're definitely on the let's go to bed at 2 a.m. schedule, which, you know, I've lived that life many years, and I'm just trying to be better about not living that life. So heads up, Mr. T, for Saturdays, as I will probably continue to try to make sure we're kind of timely on those things. But what do we this week, Mr. T? Remind me while people are here and everything, because I think we're playing a game, right? Can you remind me what game that was? Because it is a free-to-play PC game, so if people want to join in, that will be there. I think it's is it a 3-on-3 game or something? Although I imagine if we even like get like, you know, one other person between me and you, we could do like, you know, against other people online or something. So, assuming that game has a population. Although I can't remember what it was, but it looks like it got pretty popular. Come here, you. Bam. Thank you. Bam. Thank you. Omega Strikers. Yeah, that's what it is. It looks pretty cool. So, I think it's like a 3-on-3 Pong kind of game thing. So, it looks pretty straightforward. So, I don't know how that works out if we get, you know, an uneven number, but hopefully we can, like, I guess if it's 4 people, we just do 2v2 or something like that, right? So, either way. Ooh, these bear shoes. I still don't understand what the idea was between, like, cleaning up stuff. Unless maybe like the stuff you clean up affects the level design. I feel like that might be expecting too much, but I gotta go in from this side. But can I not even do that? There are so many times in this game where I was trying to like jump over a chest and like hit it from this side, and apparently I can't even do that. Okay, what do I do about this? I think I just need another platform packet, so I think that is the plan. In the book, I did not clean up the book either. I mean, I don't know, man. That's neat. If all those things like have a presence in this level, and what you clean up and what you don't clean up changes the level, I think that's really cool. That is probably one of my favorite things about this game, if that's the case. And we'll be coming back here later, so well, actually, no. If we come back here later, I think we just choose it from the map, probably. Oh, there's so many platform path things I need here. I mean, it's all just like the two, but no. Stay away from that. Oh yeah. But anyway, it's just good, and yeah, I'm going back out there about a month from now, so hopefully it goes well. The panels are not coming together in the way I'd like them to, but you know, try my best. If you like the last two panels, you know, I think those were under like extraneous circumstances as well to some degree, so I'd imagine I'd do an all right job. I do have to figure out a panel for Level Up Expo. I'm thinking what the Level Up Expo panel is going to be, oh no, is just trying to like learn to better appreciate games in some ways, like just kind of the tactics and like things I do to kind of like try to give games more chances and things like that. And also to like try to better understand other people's opinions on games and stuff, right? I think that might be like a valuable thing to talk about. But we'll see. I do need to like actually pitch that quick if I'm gonna do it. But I imagine this weekend's gonna be pretty heavy on the panel workload for me. So that's probably gonna be a lot of what this weekend is, trying to get these things pulled together. I need to get at least one of them done. That's for sure. I put the crowns away. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that did not matter then, because I'm almost certain I put the crowns away, and here they are, so give me that. Well, I dreamed the dream, but yeah, not having the platform path that's made me miss like all these extra characters and quests that we need to do, so we will be redoing this level in its entirety, it looks like, so. Ow. Oh, we'll go ahead and plan to get those done. But yeah, it is kind of like a weird thing that like all these panels happen around the same, or these conventions happen around the same time, so it kind of makes the panel situation weird. So there used to be a lot more conventions in Las Vegas, but COVID killed off most of them, so. Right now, I think it is literally just like 2. There's this one panel or convention I know that I've never gone to called like, what's it called? Sanku Complex? I don't remember what it was called. I almost said Sankaku Complex, but that is a very, very different website. So I don't know if they're still around today, but that was a website, that's for sure. I'm sure very good chance it still is a website, but it was a bit crude in a lot of ways. I remember like they used to just like do a bunch of like posts that were just like, hey man, here's all the fan service from this anime from this like season or whatever, and that was kind of the whole post, and I was like, okay. And just be like an entire blog post of just images and nothing else. And it's like, okay. Really weird thing to do. All right, well, I think we're going to get the feather, or is it a feather? Petal here. But yeah, we'll have to come back through here. So. Avatar: The Last Airbender, is that like the well, yeah, it's not just anime, Josie, I will say. It is pretty much anything for the most part. But it is, I will say, we do watch a lot of like R-rated movies and stuff at times, so if you do decide to join us, just, you know, let us know if you have any restrictions around that. I know like Dark Aura has some stuff too. Oh my gosh, that bunny is jacked. Look at the thing. All right, he's mumbling to himself like he's upset. He gonna? The Mad Hatter broke me precious watch. Oh, it's like a pirate bunny. Okay. The watch. Oh, 3 a.m. I thought it said 3 p.m. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. He looks exactly like the rabbit on the blanket. I like this arena a lot. Oh. Gonna punch at me. In a month in an adult's dream be but an hour in a child's. Telling little Alice all that was me first mistake. Long as me clock be stuck at 3 a.m., I'd be trapped in March forever. Alright. Carrot missiles. Oh, the clock hurts me. Can I knock this? No. Okay. He seems like he's probably pretty straightforward. I also have a lot of health now, so. Okay, what are you doing? I'm gonna do this. Ah. Isn't there a live-action Avatar movie too? Like, I seem to recall this being something that happened. I don't know if that's real or not. My guess is that the quality probably was not great, or else I mean, yeah, because I think it came out around the time as like the actual Avatar movie, right? Like the actual Avatar. James Cameron's Avatar. The only reason I know his name is because he spent way too much time on stage at E3 talking about Avatar. So it's bizarre to me that Avatar is like still like, maybe still relevant's not the right word, but like there's suddenly Avatar stuff again for I can't figure out what reason. So I mean, it definitely was like one of the most grossing, like highest grossing movies out there. So it's just weird that it took so long for them to do anything with it. So me watch has been fixed. I smacked it enough. Smack it till it works. This looks like a pedal. It's an embarrassment. Okay, gotcha. I will say I watched the first like 10 to 15 minutes of the Bleach live action thing, and again, I don't know anything about Bleach. I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch that stuff, that crude stuff. I don't know. But I enjoyed like the first 10 to 15 minutes of the Bleach live action movie. So. But I was at like a anime get together with a friend and her friends, and I think I've probably talked about it before, but oh. So is Alice a kid again, or? Because this looks like an actual Napple Town here, but my onward time pedal. All right. I'm distracted by the music video. Sorry. Reminds me I need to finish up Kaminazo. There's like a birdcage puzzle in Kaminazo that was surprisingly hard, but there's like a bunch of like colored. You have to like close the character's eyes and like see the colors and then match the colors with notes and then use the bird crows to play out a song kind of thing. Kaminazo is a weird game. I like it though. It just, it's taken me forever to get through it, so. I'm back, Kimos. I am here. Although I was here last week. I did just play Dojin games last week, though, so... I did work... So I reformatted... And how are you doing, Kimos? Kimos? I did reformat that HP machine, so that is now wiped. And I put it back in the Dell. So I'm still waiting to see if the Dell survives, because last time it was working... but it like died after like 2 weeks, and the OS kept like doing a boot relaunch. But I think the problem is that the partition I installed it on was wrong. And so I think it was like on the recovery drive I had like installed the OS on. So like I think there's just a bunch of stuff was happening that was bad. And so in wiping the entire drive and just installing everything on the main partition, basically, I think that helped that situation. So I'm gonna watch it and see, but I did get some HDMI adapter cables for both the Dell laptop that can run Air Cannon Fighter, and I also got an HDMI adapter for the small Dell PC that can run the First Kit Story desktop application games. So, and if those just plug right in my capture card with the HDMI cable, like great, then I basically job well done for the most part. So, no more scary thoughts. Well, porch from Spider-Man. Bye. Oh. Okay, so... Back to 13, I still want to go see Alice. Alright. I think we're just going to bed. Yeah, I can do that. It's also on the website, so... But, we'll let, Porch be happy there. OneControllerReport.com. For some reason, my website's broken in Chrome, but works everywhere else, but I've loaded it up on Chrome on other PCs, and it works fine, so... Alright, there you go. There's the Discord invite. It should work. If it doesn't work, let me know. But I believe that's the live one, so... Sorry, making some camera adjustments here again real quick. Dark. Light. Nope, dark again. I hate exposure stuff. I never know what to do with stuff. Alright, well, we'll live with that. Ah, I would put that there, but it's right in my view, so. How about you? I hate lighting. Not fun. What's it? What was that? Dragon Ball Z. There's my camera being dumb again. Solar flare. So. Let me move this a little bit, actually. Yeah, this... I don't know what goes on with this Logitech camera sometimes. I think it has something to do with the connector, honestly. But unfortunately, I don't think it, like... I think it was, like, a limited warranty on it for, like, 90 days, so... Because it was, like, a refurbished one, so... And I bought it back when, like, all webcams were basically sold out, so... So, maybe it makes sense to replace it with a different webcam now, but... The whole 4K streaming plan did not work out how I planned for it to go, so... Rest in peace. So, it does let me do the local recording, at least, of the, what's it called, but... Yeah. I may swap it back out with, like, just maybe, like, a more standard Logitech camera. I do want to keep this one on the mount, though, because I like having that as, like, a point-down camera, but this one seems to give me more trouble than it's worth, honestly. So. Alright. What will tomorrow bring? I do wish I had, like, a solution for a microphone over here, too, because if I could do unboxing stuff, focusing... being able to look at it or like do stuff here, like I could do more. It'd make it be a lot more flexible for me, but the mic arm I have just does not work for that. So maybe if I bought a different microphone arm, it'd be a little more flexible. But good morning, Porch. Sleep well. Yeah, like a baby. Same text every time. All right. I forgot I said it already, but yeah. Ciao, Josie. See you later. See you on the Discord. And welcome back, Joshua. Tell me about. Well, I was trying to tell you something. No idea what that something could be. Did I? I'm pretty sure I saved, right? Just in case. Nope, didn't save. Okay. All right, so I need to get. Hey, Rocky, what's up? The MIS again. The Awakening. Alright, let's go get our platform paffets. And we'll go check on Alice real quick and see if she has reverted back to being a child or if she is still an adult. It very well could have been explained in the text because I kind of did not pay attention to the text. So, it's too busy thinking about other things. All right, what do we got going on here? So this is for what is Oni Chrono doing? What are you about? Because we have the switch activator. What do you do? Can transmit its owner to a world brimming with coins. Interesting. I mean, coins are okay. I need the platforming paffets, though. I think that's the support paffets, if I recall correctly. Right? Yeah, it's these two. What do you do? I don't think he does anything important. Okay, so we're not in winter, autumn, or anything like that right now. So let's dump autumn and winter for now. And I think, thank you. Stepping stone, winter. Okay. I'm glad we're making progress. I was a little worried we'd get on stream and I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. But it seems like we're moving forward at least. So, but yeah, it looks like if we find the other paffet pretty quickly, it might not be so bad. Not the other paffet, the other. Oh, we're going to the town meeting. I forgot. City Hall meeting. We find it pretty quickly. It should only be like maybe less than an hour, so might get there. It's kind of weird because I don't really remember there being like a City Hall meeting last time when we finished up the winter, so. But I'm probably just misremembering. Old pump and the pump shed replaced. Yes, I remember the pump shed. All right, where are we getting this pump from? What a joke. Oh, hello. I forgot about this guy. Chains and... Something about him reminds me of like a PS2 character. I don't know why. Not sure what I'm thinking of. Oh, goosebumps. Glad he hurried off. Gomez. I do remember Gomez. Takes his neighbor's water bucket without asking. Like from the well? Kind of surprised how much you interact with the kids in this game, but I think that's neat. That's when you're together. I know, but we're still good friends. It is not the one met at Alice's house. That was Spring Seal. Okay. That makes sense. Although it's like they fuse at some point if they like, because I think he mentioned that like when he goes to summer, he becomes summer stray nap. So. Okay, so she still is an adult. Or teenager, whatever age range that is. Kind of hard to tell with how goofy everyone looks. Hello, Damaralam? I've never been called Mr. Controller Man, but I'll take it. That's definitely a fun way to be referred to, so. I got called Benji a lot growing up. Hey, Benji. I always thought it was, like, funny that, like, in professional settings, I get a lot of, like, do you want to be called Ben or Benjamin? I'm like, I don't care. Call me whatever you want. Although I feel like I say Benjamin Yoder when I talk about my name nowadays, so. But again, I do not care. You can call me most things and I'll be fine, so. All right, so, I do, okay. Just now realizing that we had that conversation with that girl. I do not remember what she said, though. I know she said I'm still tired. There's the guy who ran off. That's at the circus. All right, we will come back because if we go, well, where's the circus at? Maybe we should just do this real quick. Let's go to the circus real quick. I kind of want to go back to Wonderbed and just get all this stuff we missed, but we'll see if this is even the direction we need to go first. Where's the circus though? All right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ben 10. I'm okay. Ben 10. I hear from Classic Game Room when that existed that Ben 10 games are all right. I believe it. So, I kind of wanted to play the what is that series called? Like the WB series. It's like the dude who like Max Steel. That's what I'm thinking of. I kind of wanted to play the Dreamcast Max Steel game, but never got around to it. So. That kind of looks like the fairy from Blue Stinger that was flying around. Precious part of my collection escaped. Oh, pedal. That's probably my pedal. Can we really keep your runaway pedal? So is this by summer? I'm pretty sure the circus is right by summer, so. Cherry Front Street. Maybe that's spring, actually. I think Cherry Front Street's the spring thing. Looks like you, not gonna lie. Hey, man. Be proud of it. You can cosplay easily, then. I always like the idea of, like, easy cosplay stuff. I never cosplayed, but the one time I ever thought about doing it was being a GameStop employee. So, because I can do that. I can put a polo on. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just like trying to get on that house for no good reason. Let's go back to Cherry Front Street. Yeah, okay, so it's spring. I guess we'll just chat to people here. It didn't seem like they want me to go into spring yet, so. Okay, you do not have anything to add for me. Oh, you're not on Cherry Front, though. The old lady, and then, oh, okay. I started skipping the text because of the, what's it called? She used the same opening as all her other dialogue. Grandpa? I don't remember there being a grandpa. Okay, so we are going back into spring. And why not? I will trust her. I'll also ask this lady just in case. She's gonna talk about her slow cooker. Oh, I gotta make a slow cooker. Sorry. I probably should have went and did some packet farming stuff, but it's okay. Alright, let's go back to Wonder Bed for now. I don't think this is where it will be, probably. I'm gonna guess it'll be in the Wild Wind, but I want to go get all the other side quest stuff here that I missed. The Pumpkinhead girl and the flying man or whatever. It has like the master or whatever it is. So I think the Pumpkinhead girl and all that stuff should be very close here. I don't think these blocks were here last time, though. Maybe there is something with, like, the putting the stuff away. I could have... Man. I don't know, man. I guess we'll see how different the level is. I would love to be able to platform, though. That would be great if I could have a skill as easy as pressing the A button to jump on a single log there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Stepping stone. I hope this is high enough. I am playing this on a Dreamcast using a VGA box from Bear Bro, I think their name. Bear Bros? I don't know what they're called. So, but you can play this on emulator, I'm sure. I just burned a disc. I don't know what this is like. So burning discs can be kind of weird, especially like with the PCFX. But I use like a archive quality CDR. And for PCFX, it works great. I have not tried to play a Dreamcast game using a normal CDR, so maybe that will be fine. Yeah, the ruler's here too. See? Okay, so it's like maybe the first time you come to the area, it's only the things that you left out, basically. Which I guess, could you just like clean up one thing? Because there was the option to just be like, okay, we're good. But what a cute little hideout this is. Okay. A path that can relax there. Interesting. Maybe like another side quest thing. I wonder how many side quests actually are required. You picked up the movie. Okay, there's a key down there. I should use the spring key there. We'll come back around for it. Kitty meows. Super Bear Bros. That sounds right. I had to replace the cable though, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just 480p. I think I'm using progressive. So you can either do RGB 480i or you can do 480p. And technically 480p looks better. I think RGB 480i looks pretty dang good as long as you have an upscaler that can handle it well. So I'm using a RetroTink 5X. So I think it looks pretty good. Obviously though, with the emulator though, you can like upscale beyond what the Dreamcast can do though, and you can like, you know, play a game at like 1080p or something like that. All right, let's go backwards actually. Ooh, and try not to die when I do it. Please just let me jump. Thank you. I assume Dreamcast emulation is fine these days. I have not heard anyone talk about it lately, so that gives me the impression that everything is okay. Otherwise, I think it'd be like the original Xbox where people complain about it fairly often, so... It feels like most consoles are getting pretty dang close to being like pretty well emulated, but you know, I think the thing I always kind of have trouble with is like knowing when to trust what is a problem with the game versus what a problem with the emulator is, kind of thing. I mean, I made a whole video about what's that game called? Megasudo 2096, and how on the PS2 that game just like it's a different video game inherently. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm not very like technically like well versed in that stuff either, so I'm not good at that, unfortunately. And I'm like, well, like different settings, and like I know 64 has different plugins and all that stuff. Ooh, baby. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a day where we have, you know, an aftermarket Dreamcast, probably. I don't know what it's gonna take to get there, kind of thing, right? And I know like the Mister is starting to like creep into PlayStation and Saturn categories. So, if Saturn like gets pretty good on the Mister, like I may not even bother getting a Saturn, because if I get a Saturn, I'm just gonna be using a ODE anyways, probably, because like the games are just, I could be wrong, but I think most of the games are very pricey. Again, I don't know the Saturn's cost stuff right now. Maybe there's a big part of the library that is fairly inexpensive, but my impression is that if you're gonna get into the Saturn, you're gonna be paying some money. That may not necessarily be true though, because people say that about the GameCube, and there are cheap GameCube games. So, but I just have not personally looked into it. So, same as the PS2. That's interesting. Yeah, I assume just something with the emulation gets the timing wrong, and it's just like super laggy. So, I do need to get a better cable for my PS1 though, because I still just using S-Video. I looked into it at one point, but it was like during, again, the pandemic stuff. I think I was mentioning this earlier, where like, you know, hardware was not as available. So I didn't see any cables that were available. And I think like you could get cables that have like support for GunCon stuff. And now that I have a CRT, that could do GunCon stuff, might be worth investing in that. Well, I mean, I had a CRT that could do it before, but it's like a pain in the butt to set up. However, if I do that, then there's some weird stuff with that, because it's an S-Video one. It's a BNC connector for composite, so I have to get like a BNC adapter, and then I don't know how like a GunCon is affected by like using S-Video plus a composite cable, you know? Or if it's like you just gotta stick with the composite and live your life kind of thing. Or if you can like connect both of them in and get the S-Video quality while using the yellow for the GunCon aiming. So just for Mega Pseudo, what made you like go down that route? Like, I think Mega Pseudo is an interesting game, but that's an interesting choice of like, this is the system seller for me. So I'm totally like, I think that's exciting though. If that's like the reason you chose to pick up a PS1, I'm not making fun of you. I think that's like that's a great way to go about getting into the PS1. So, but yeah, I think Alice in Cyberland I'm gonna have to play on PS1 as well. So it'd be good to get some nice cables for that. But yeah, I'm a little worried about my disk drive on the PS1, because if you were around during the 1000 ARM streams, you'll know that my disk drive stopped reading during the final boss fight. And it has worked fine since then, but I don't know what caused that to happen. So. Or I think it like stopped working after I finished the final boss fight. And that old 1000 ARM stream, if you haven't seen it and you want to see like an endurance run, dang it, I'm doing really bad at this platforming. If you want to see an endurance run, that maybe it wasn't the last. I think I may have like quit out of it because the disc didn't read or whatever. Maybe it was the second to last 1000 ARM stream, was just like, I wouldn't give up on that fight. I really need to just like give up and start over, because like the whole issue with that fight was like I ended up in a stalemate, and like neither me or the boss were able to do anything. And I eventually pushed through, but it took me hours to get through that fight. So I feel like I heard about 1000 ARMs recently somewhere. Maybe it was like on a list of best looking PS1 games, interestingly enough, which I never thought about it that way, but, you know, I think it looks good overall. Pretty big, detailed character sprites during battles, and, what else? Got kind of that Xenogears look of the 2D character sprites in the 3D world kind of thing. So. I don't know. Is this a dead end? Okay. I can double jump that. But yeah, playing stuff on original hardware definitely is, kind of a pain. So, I have not gotten into the ODE market, but I'm getting more and more down that line. Recently, when I was going to play Escape from Bug Island, oh gosh, what are we doing here? I think I need a bridge. Okay. When I was gonna play Escape from Bug Island, the disc didn't work initially, and I was like, well, what if I just pirate this? so I prepared for that, and I got that all set up, but I did resurface the disc, and it did work, thankfully. I feel like I do not have a lot of luck with disc resurfacing usually, but that time it did work. Sky Surfer still did not work. I don't know if Sky Surfer is a disc reading issue versus maybe something else going on. I don't know if it's maybe like one of those situations like a early PS2 game is not compatible with like a slim PS2 or something. So I don't have a fat PS2, unfortunately, to try that out. And I don't know if I ever will have a fat PS2. But I have a copy of Wario World for the GameCube that has never worked, and at the time, if I had bought another disc, it wouldn't have been that expensive, but now the disc only on its own is way too expensive. I don't know why I did that. I've already been down here. So I just loaded that up on the Wii U, and I'm pretty sure I can use like a GameCube controller adapter, or I could even like load it up on an old Wii probably. So yeah, I have the original game too, so that's kind of what part of it. I do not own Napple Tale, I will say, so Chime's gonna come after me. Is this fine? Okay, it's fine enough. But you know, I'm just getting to the point I think where I'm like, hey, you know, I don't know why I tried to do that. I was like, I'm gonna jump on the back platform where the hammer is like attached, which, you know, not a smart thing to do. But yeah, like at some point, you know, like it's $100 to play Napple Tale. I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna burn a disc anyways to play the fan translation. So, you know, if they re-release Napple Tale someday, I will buy it if it's affordable and not stupid to get, aka limited run release or something like that, right? If they like release it digitally, then I'll probably pick it up digitally or something like that. But I highly doubt they'll release it. I don't remember this last time. It's kind of interesting. Is there anything up here? I don't think so. I think it's just, if you want to ride it, you just basically dodge the lightning. Okay, there's this guy up here, though. This guy. Uh-oh, Kitty getting impatient. I did move his, like, feeding time earlier, so he's maybe now a little more antsy earlier, so I don't know if that really solved the problem I was hoping to prevent of just him, like, getting really antsy around, like, 9 o'clock, but now it just seems like he gets really antsy around 8 o'clock, and it's like, food, 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 food. Thank you for the MIS. I probably should have wrote that down. Hopefully I don't need to, though. So. Middle album name, yeah. I did pick up, what was that game called? I tweeted it. I think it's called Heavy Metal Thunder for the PS2. It's a Media Vision game. I picked it up because I was like, oh, I know, like, Media Vision tweeted that they worked on this game. And I was like, oh, I'm interested in that because I'm interested in Media Vision. But like, I'm probably the worst person for that game since I don't know anything about bands or anything like that. But the game is like covered in different band names, or at least parodies of band names. And I think they have like band music on there, although I imagine some of it might be covers and things like that. But I don't know, maybe it's officially licensed. But I'm probably like the worst person because I have like I don't know anything about heavy metal culture or anything like that. So if I pick up that game, it's going to be an adventure. Although I don't like, in reading the description for the game, it sounds weird. It's like, I think you have like a robot that you like build and the robot wrestles or something. It sounds very strange. So I haven't looked to see if like somebody's covered it otherwise. It looks weird enough, and it's on the PS2 and it's a Square Enix published thing. That makes me think somebody has probably looked at it. So if not, it's like in one of the like, you know, Thor High Heels compilation videos where he's like, you know, strange, odd PS2 games or something like that, right? So, all right, I think that's everything. No pedals here, though, it seems like, so I think we're just gonna turn around. I mean, I guess we're gonna go back to the second area in spring, and that might be where the pedal is. If we don't get a cutscene, I'll move to the first area again, just to make sure. I do have a cat. He moved in fairly recently. Oh, last few months actually. So I feel like he's finally. I mean, there's been a period where he's been comfortable, but I think he's starting to get more to be like affectionate more recently. Maybe part of that is me leaving for long periods of times now too, so he's less like, oh my god. But yeah, he's been very cuddly lately. Basically since I got back from Portland Retro Game Expo, he's like, oh, let me cuddle. Oh, I forgot. I said exactly what I was gonna do and then proceeded not to do it. So yeah, the goblin guy, I think they mentioned something about like, I don't think he actually looks like that, or like maybe he was made to look like that or something. I don't know for sure though. He mentioned it in one of the dialogue pieces. All right, let's go to the Wild Winds. I assume we're not playing through New Year's Day again. We already did that in the last quest, but also wind blowing a pedal seems reasonable, right? We'll see if we get anything that's not just the breathing cutscene. Yosh. Nope. All right. Let's go back and just see if we get the cutscene in the other area. I still probably will do this level though if we don't get a cutscene. That's what cats do sometimes, especially if you like raise them to be aggressive. I made mistakes when I was growing up of, you know, being a little too playful with cats, and then that resulted in, as time went on and their claws got a lot more dangerous, the playfulness continued. so this cat's been very good about not scratching me really or biting me. It's been very good. But yeah, like especially if like they're kittens and you sit there and like rub them around and let them like, you know, they use their little baby claws to dig into you kind of thing. It's kind of cute then, but it's less cute later on, and you feel kind of bad because you kind of raised them that way. So that's how it be. So I try not to do that with this cat, although I probably cuddle him a little too much. Like I think he probably gets frustrated by that, and I think that probably might lead into part of the reason why he doesn't like to cuddle that much, is because I instigate the cuddles usually, not always, but I don't see him around anywhere. He might be over there. I don't have the, let me see. Let's check cat cam and see if we can see him on cat cam real quick. Cat check. Cat check plugged in. Oh, I think cat check's not plugged in, so goodbye, cat check. All right, Windy Valley. In my brain, this is the first level, but actually maybe this was the first level. I can't remember. But I think you come here and then they stop you and make you go back to the previous level or something like that. This is how this worked out. I don't remember. It's been too long. Hide your feet. Yeah, mine hides in the couch because my couch is a cheap one. It has like a hollow bottom. So he goes under there and just like sleeps in there. I leave his bed in there because he seems to like to sleep in there. And when he's out and he's sleeping out here, he has places to sleep already, so he gets his secret little privacy room down there. I thought about like decorating it down there or something. I don't know how that would work, but I like the idea of like making him have a little room of his own. So I'm sure he will not care. If anything, that might annoy him more than anything. It's like, why do you put all this garbage down here where I'm trying to sleep? So I think there's, yeah, the door. I guess we'll go to the door just in case. I don't really know where we're going at the moment, so. Okay, no cutscene, just his own line. Okay, anyone have any pedal details? Seem like it. the pedal gossip. Although we did talk to Seal earlier. What did we talk to Seal about? I'm trying to remember. Give me the piano. The pianola. Alright. There's our 4 notes. Did we go upstairs? I don't think we did. I don't think we need to be here, but if we're already here, might as well. Just to make sure. Yeah, just empty room. Is there something there? I think it's just a window. Okay. Alright. Well, back to just moving to the right, but... Yeah. I posted about it on Twitter today, but just as a heads up, if you haven't heard, I've been talking about it in a couple different places. I probably should put like a YouTube message up. After next week, things are gonna slow down for a little bit. I thought that like the back and forth 2 weeks thing was actually working very well overall. But ultimately, I was spending a little more time working on like stuff that was like not doing super great, and I think most of the end of this year is going to be kind of refiguring out how I want to handle different things. So this is the Doraemon video coming out next week. That's the one that I keep pushing off, basically. But for real, it's coming out next week. There's very little chance I will get distracted by something else and put something else out instead, because I have not worked on anything otherwise. But I think like the podcast highlights are going to stop for a little while, and then also the we're not going to get any like just commentary videos for a little bit as well, but podcasts and streams are still going to happen for now. And then the panels will go up as well, which really, like, the panels are really my focus right now, so it's probably for the best, because especially since it's getting really close and I'm not quite as far on the panels I want to be, it's good to focus on those at the moment. So but yeah, so normal pipeline's going to be closed for a little bit. But all right, have a good night, Mr. T. I'll see you on Saturday. Oh, hey, it's him again. Let's just put the bridge down, probably. So yeah, so the end of this year is probably going to be a little funky. I'm not saying there won't be any content whatsoever. Again, the 2 panels at least will go up, but it will probably not be the consistent level of content that I've been doing. So just as a heads up on that. Well, that didn't work out how I wanted to. Let's try this again, but further back. Come on. Come on. Really? There we go. Kind of. Perfect. I made a harpsichord. I don't remember making a harpsichord. All right, guess we're gonna go make a harpsichord. Still not seeing any sign of this pedal, though. Sounds good. Yeah, it's gonna be a game, Joshua. So, but yeah, you can definitely hang out in the chat. So. Get cookies before. That sounds delicious. I bought some cheap mochi ice cream, and one thing I never thought about with mochi ice cream, because hey, one of the reasons I don't like mochi ice cream is that like if it's like frozen in a freezer kind of thing, it's like super hard, and I don't like mochi ice cream that way. Like the actual mochi itself doesn't like taste good either, in my opinion, in that situation. Oh my god. So, like, letting the mochi thaw a little bit, it makes the ice cream softer inside, and also makes the mochi itself outside, like, I think a little more consistent, and doesn't feel as weird. So, I've been doing that, which maybe is what you're supposed to do. I don't know, but I thought it was a good approach to solving my particular problem. Welcome back. Damaralam. Saying people's names is hard, but I can't say anything with my username, so. Most people say Ocelin. Others say Oculin. but it's actually a cooligan, and you're like, Ben, it's not, that is not how that is spelled out. And I'm like, yep, don't worry about it. Thinking with the original pronunciation, despite the text not being there. But hey, I was like 12 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know words and sounds. I still get crap for all the words I say wrong. So, gosh dang it. I can't figure out like what the actual thing. Okay, is this just taking me down? I don't really want to go down, to be honest with you. All right, we're just gonna commit suicide. Wait, did I fall down? I think I tapped the platform. Oh no, maybe it's fine. Whirling hilltop. I get the feeling, no, it feels like we're going backwards. I could be wrong. Maintain course for now. There's new coins here, so I'm gonna just trust that this is the correct way. And enemies, so. Dharma or Dama? I'll try my best. I'm really bad at pronouncing things generally anyways, so. It's one of those things that, like, I rarely hear people say things. Also, like, sometimes I just can't tell the difference between, like, certain words. Like, I call, like game footage. I say footage, but people have a problem with that, and I don't necessarily know what the problem is, but probably a problem. Everyone, like, just, like, tells me what the problem is, and they'll, like, repronounce it back to me, but I never can hear it, so don't try, because it does... You will not succeed. So... The Mar. That's a fun name. I still like Mr. Controller. I have a nickname in one of the Discord groups as, Desk Man. Because I live the desk life. Everything I do is at my desk, basically. So I'm called Desk Man in one of them. Footage. Hey, Roulette. Yes, I will not correct myself, Roulette. You know. I've tried many a times and it does not work. Footage, strategy, hot words that people complain about that I say, and I'm just living my life. Probably got a hearing problem is probably the real answer, honestly. So I probably need to go to an ear doctor at some point and be like, why can't I footage properly? So I did have like ear infections growing up too, so that's another thing. I pronounced a lot of stuff bad when I was a kid because I had a bunch of basically garbage in my ear, so. I'm not confident we're going to find this pedal here. Personally. I feel like we would have been informed earlier if pedal would be here. But if that's the case, I don't know where in spring it would be. I mean, all we have left is to go back for the first level again, right? So... after this, at least. I don't remember what we did here either, to be honest, like last time. In terms of exploring. I feel like we were up here last time, so... I don't know, maybe it's just required. Right, the pulleys down. I say Mario. Mario. Oh, I do not say Mario. I'm trying to think of other things. I'm sure there's like 5,000 things in Final Fantasy XI I say wrong, because I read it all when I was like 13 and like did not consider the pronunciation as all. I would say what I used to pronounce chocobos as, but it's actually kind of really bad. I did not know what I was saying as a kid, and I got a proper talking from my parents about how I was pronouncing chocobo. So. I don't think I went down here last time, so let's just check to make sure there's nothing here. I'm guessing this is just like a bottom path can go on, and there's not really anything here. Chests. Oh, there could be a treasure chest here. No, there's not. This seems like the punishment road of like you fell and you're gonna move forward this way, so. Chocobo is I was saying it in a very bad way, so. But again, I was a kid and I didn't know what I was talking about, so. Get more names wrong in Pokemon? Probably. You know, I always thought that, like, Pokemon would be, like, a good way to learn Japanese, because, like, the text was, like, probably gonna be easy, but, Renault, from Platform and Pitfalls made a great point of, like, hey, most of the words in Pokemon are, like, garbage words that are made up, so, like, it probably isn't that helpful. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're probably right, so. But Renault is, like, an English teacher in Japan, so. Knows way more than I do about that stuff. I haven't talked to Renault recently. I probably should reach out to her. Alright, see ya. Let me up. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I could put a platform down. Or just wait to fly up, honestly. I'm sorry. I tried. Dang it. I'm stupid. Alright, let's just put the platform down. Where are you? Sheeple. I'm here, Sheeple. From there. I could never be a proper English teacher in Japan, so. Oh, there's a bell. I don't know if we need. Oh, this calls the, like, dragon, I think. So we could ride it. Although I assume that's not here. I assume I'm just gonna get a yelling at. Maybe? I don't remember if we did this or not. I assume we did, though. I seem to recall at the end of this path, there's, like, a dragon who lets you ride him. Probably should have saved before I did this. I mean, I can go back and save, so let's go do that real quick. It's okay, thank you. Thank you for your forgiveness. Wow. I feel like we don't have any leads at the moment. What time is it? 8:46? I think the first level in spring won't take nearly as long. And then if that doesn't work out, we can go talk to Seal. We can go back and talk to the carnival man. Alright, we're just going back to Napple Town. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fish. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's left that we can do. I can definitely try to look it up afterwards, and if that's the case, maybe we can take a break and play everybody's favorite hit game on the Nintendo DS, Asphalt Urban GT, for a little bit, because I need to beat that game. I don't know if anyone here wants to actually watch me play Asphalt Urban GT, though, but... it's a pretty straightforward racing game, but I think it's like a really impressive game on the DS at the very least. Like, launch game, DS, racing game, like, I think they did a better job than Ridge Racer on DS, honestly. So... Oh, yeah? What kind of games are you looking at? I know you mentioned Megasudo 2096. Are you, like, importing games mostly? Are you going after, like, the bigger games? What are you doing? What are you playing? Are you just doing the shotgun blast of anything that looks interesting like I do? Where does Seal live? I think she lives in Spring. Splash, splash, splash. Let me talk to this lady again and see if we get any additional details. I'm not a boy. Nothing from there. Alice is here. Let's check with Alice real quick, too, just because we haven't talked to her since the last quest. And she mentioned she was tired, so that might be worth checking in with her, too. Making sure she's not tired anymore. Oh, it's so great. It's so wonderful. I'm feeling much better now. I've been sleeping so well lately. Thank you, Alice. I like how just, like, every house in this game just has its own unique music. It's just like... it's so strange. Like, here's this, like, 5-minute track we wrote for the 2 seconds you're gonna be in this house. So. Oh, yeah. I actually have a, modded PS1. So I can play kind of whatever on there, but on it way back in the day because I picked a bunch of Dragon Ball Z games and I was like, I don't know how to play this. And we took it to a game store here in Las Vegas and they modded it for, I think it's like 40 or 60 bucks at the time. I did it exclusively to play import games, and I don't know if they told us anything about it at the time, but I had assumed pretty much my entire life that I was like, this thing could probably pirate games too. And then like never actually tried it until like last year. I finally actually put a burnt disc in there. Like, oh yeah, sure enough. Sure enough, this works. All right, well, I guess we'll go to the first area in spring, and then if that doesn't work out, well, I'm not quite sure what to do. I think the first area is spring. There's like key door we never actually went in, so we can check that at the end as well. So, but like most of those seem to just be like bonus coin areas. So. Power Wrestling Iron Slam 96. The options are in Japanese. Can you like, you have like a phone, you might be able to use like a Google Translate camera tool and just like point that at the manual and get some. There it is. It was right freaking there. I stared at it earlier. A dummy. Aw, it's not my pedal. Yeah, as long as it helps someone else. Alright. Go back to the circus. Usually if it's like menu options, those things like once you know what a menu option does, it's like pretty easy to figure out what you're doing kind of thing. So, but it takes dedication and remembering what certain things do. And like really paying attention. In some games like that is not a great option because you use a menu option like you can't tell what it does. Sparkling Feather, a great example. Every menu option basically has almost the exact same reaction. So that's where the manual translation is like a huge bonus because that tells you what each of these things do. And like once you know that, that game becomes infinitely more playable. It's still difficult, but it is playable. I think I walked past the circus, yeah. Splash in the water, though. No triple splash, just 2. The double. Alright, well, we got some progress. That's good. Sort of a guide that remixes hope, uniting the future in mind in somewhat ways than yours. Her image is incredible. I wonder if he talked about all the pedals? Like, I have not talked to him most of the game, so. Sorry. Stared it right in the eyes, and then I just let it go. Do I need to find the owner of this pedal? What are you going to do with that pedal? Well, no point in keeping it if it's not my pedal. That's true. Set it free. Goodbye. All right. Oh, it turned into a card. The mistaken pedal. Oh, it just gave me a card, okay. Alright, well, we can go craft some stuff at the very least, so let's go do that for now. I would like to start up a Japanese game soon, but we'll see what happens. I've really been in the mood for shorter games after Farland Story FX took me so long to finish, so. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make that Farland Story video soon, but I think it will happen, so. That is in the plans, but I think it's going to be a next year kind of thing, so. How are the prices on Japanese PS2s now, Joshua? They were pretty affordable when I last purchased them, but it's been a while. I think I got it in 2017, so. Is this the Paffet room? All right, let's spin some materials. Oops. I will leave it to you. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I'm still trying to work out another box with Vink right now, so. I ended up importing a bunch of games in this series called Penguin Troubles for the DS. I shouldn't probably have imported as many as I did, but they were so cheap. And the character's so cute. Okay. All right, we need to be thinking about where things are. So where was that from? I think it was on the top front of the house. Let's check the bottom. Okay. We do have a blue one. We know that much. Windows? Okay, cool. Back to yellow. Door and handle. Okay. That sounds like fairly reasonable. So I think slim PS2s are just like fairly accessible, so oh, I think I already decoded that, yeah. So that's probably has kept the price down, so. I don't know the current situation with like region modding on a PS2 now though. So I know a lot of stuff happened on the PS2. I think you can like burn games and they will just straight up work now. I believe, kind of like with the Dreamcast. Like it has like a certain like, I think you just basically apply something to your burnt copy of a game and it should work. And then I know there's always been like ways you can load off like the USB, but it's like a slow USB, so it's like not ideal for stuff. So, I believe there may have been like some SD card adapter thing as well that may have been made as well that maybe plugs into the memory card slot. I'm not 100% sure on this stuff. It's been a little while since I looked into it, so I do want to look into it at some point. All purple. Okay. You gonna come up on stream, kitty, or you just gonna meow down there? Just meow down there. I was surprised he came up last week, although I kind of fed him into the stream, so fed him to the stream. Fed him the tube, the food tube. Where the heck is this thing? All right, let's just like kind of go around this inner circle here on the rim. Okay, no rim. The bulb in the middle? No. Oh. Okay. Let's maybe just do a complete rotation here. Yeah. Perfect. All right, dissect the owl. Head. Butt. We got a nose, eyeballs. His wing, hand, tail? Okay. Yellow. I assume one of these are going to be face. Okay. And then maybe the other eye. Yeah, I figured. But yeah, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to end up playing. I mean, once I'm done with Asphalt Urban GT, I'm still trying to figure out what it's going to be. That's the short of it. I would like to play something short though. Crazy Climber is definitely an option. But I also finished up Samba de Amigo before I left to Portland Retro Game Expo. So, okay. Ooh, hello. And then Purple Tail. No tail. Okay, just chimney back. I don't know what that is on its back now that I think about it. And then Ursa Major. Oh, okay. Bar system. I know this is like a way throwback. I was thinking about the fact that I mentioned Pokepuff earlier. And a lot of the Game Boy games I picked up at Portland Retro Game Expo are kind of games for girls kind of thing. So I'm curious to check them out. I don't know how playable they'll be. I probably should play a games for girls soon because like I haven't played one in a long time. Like Happy Dance Collection was like the last big one. Here We Go actually might be the other one. Okay, where is this set? Let's check all these dots. Dots. Face, edge. Oh no, been a long time. Oh, there it is. I don't know what that is supposed to be. Center dot, maybe? I guess dot on the other side. Alright, I think she can just go. Okay, let's see what we can make. That's a lot of material, though, so I hope we can make something at least. Although, like, the normal pathets don't seem that useful. Let's focus on the furniture ones. Okay, so I'm still missing some pump materials. That was a story thing. So maybe the story, well, that's the city hall meeting. So maybe that pump has to do with something. So yeah, maybe I should go talk to the pump guy after this. Table. I think this is for, the wolf, right? Yeah, I think I made a message in the Discord. It's like, is that from Silent Hill 3, or is that just like I saw it was on like the album of Silent Hill 3 or something like that for some weird reason. So it's interesting. Like I guess I don't know. Like most music in those games, I don't really know. So it's interesting to listen to when you send it to me, but like I don't really have any strong thoughts. It didn't work. Oh, you know, I bet it's like, yeah, I don't know one of the materials. Okay, that's what it is. So, it's interesting to hear about it, though, I will say. So, like, don't take that as me saying, like, you shouldn't tell me about it. But I just don't know enough about it, to be honest. But I'm always, like, interested to see what is of note, I guess, so. Oh, he got closer. Oh, no, I messed up again. I need to make sure I use ones that I actually have materials for. There we go. Oh, he's going back now. He's like, you touched me. I will approach the food thing. A weird looking thing. Slows Pamera movement. Interesting. Flies back to Napple Town. Interesting. That's actually somewhat useful. So, I am getting the feeling we're not going to beat this game tonight. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go check on the pump guy. If pump guy doesn't do anything for us, I will go play some asphalt, and you guys get to watch me play a racing game. And then maybe I'll look up what to do next, because yeah, it's interesting how this game like kind of leaves stuff open to you. I mean, I tried to look up stuff last time, it didn't really help me that much, so we could just go right straight back to do a bunch of side quests until something happens, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm enjoying the quests in these games, so. Okay, the Crocus. Back. Barnes, okay. Go back to... Alright, so let's go to Barnes' house. See what the wolf guy's... He's gonna bust into my room later and be like, I want something else, I'm sure. Like, that has been the Barnes trajectory, is give him something and he shows up and it's like, no, now I want this too. So... I think this is the front door. Yeah. Anything that I can do for this ice cream flavor? Oh, needs to go look in summer for that. Okay. I don't think that ice cream flavor thing matters, so, but if we run out of leads, that's something we can definitely pursue. Spent most of tonight in spring, so, but we kind of got the other petal from spring, so I assume we're not going to go do any more things in spring. All right, so Barnes lives here. in Silver Lane. Are you guys able to hear my cat at all? I assume my noise gate's cutting him out, but he is having an adventure back there, trying to get my attention. Now I don't have to eat on the floor. All right. Rock pot, and then we'll go check the pipe. Nope. Okay. Part of me wishes that you guys could hear him, but part of me is also like, it's probably for the best. So, it might. I think it does show up on stream because I use like a different noise gate for, or no, stream, podcast. I think I use a different noise gate for the podcast stuff. So, no, this lady. Okay, so is the crock pot in her house now? Yeah. Water and fire. That made me think of like Corone when she first got really popular. There's a clip of her going like water and fire or something like that, or maybe it was some other VTuber, but I've been looking at Corone clips again more recently. So. Not finding that many things when it comes to VTubers that's catching my eyes though anymore. The AI mahjong players were like interesting, but like I wouldn't watch that kind of thing. So, all right, the pipe for the thing. There's like a wooden house or shed somewhere. Where is that? Maybe? I thought there was. It's not this. I think this is like the accountant's place. Yeah, accounting firm. Where's the pump system? I could have sworn there's just like a little wooden shed over here, but apparently I'm wrong. I'm gonna guess it's maybe this then? No, this is like the transit station, right? Transit center, yeah. Where's Pump Man? The Mega Man character, Pump Man. Let's check over here. I don't think the pump would be back here. There's the shed here, but that's like from the cow place. Oh, this is the pump shed, just way over here. All right. Okay. Maybe go talk to Mayor Frogcar then. And if Mayor Frogcar doesn't tell us anything, we'll go save. I assume the wolf's gonna show up and be like, get me something. And then I think that will be, for now, the Napple Tale wrap up. But we will continue Napple Tale again. Where is Frogcar's house? Dang it, I don't remember. I wish it was a little easier to remember whose house is what and where. Some kind of map or something would be nice. I don't think there's a map. Checking the VMU just in case. Get my printout map. Winky's house. Mayor Frogcar. I mean, I would think he'd probably be on Spring Street, but no. There's the mansion there. Was Mayor Frogcar living in a mansion? I don't think he was. I think this is the bear that has the honeycomb cigar. Yeah, Lord Stone. Let's check over here. I think Mayor Frogcar had like a large house, but it was not like a mansion. I think this is Little Money's house. Yeah. Mansion. I think this is Mayor Frogcar. Nope, Madame Coletta. How many one of these? Barns. I don't think you can even go in these houses. Do these houses even have doors on them? I don't think they do. Once you live in this house, you cannot unlive in it. I never thought about these that just straight up just do not have doors on them. Let me check the back just to make sure. I'm pretty certain they don't have doors, yeah. Doorless homes. Okay. Is this Mayor Frogcar's house? Mystery gift shop. Ralph. Oh, this might be it. Yes. If I see this might be it with every single house, eventually I'll be right, so. All right, Frog Car, what's up? Tell me about the pump. Tillier Porch? Do I get a recipe thing? Okay, I don't think I have a pump recipe. I wish they broke up the furniture and the normal ones. Okay. Okay, so we're still missing some of the recipe for the pump. Okay. So I think the plan is next time is we'll come back, continue to do quests. And I'm guessing at some point we're gonna get the pump recipe. But we have the ice cream flavors. And then I'm gonna guess Barnes is gonna show up once we save the game, basically. Hopefully. I would like to receive more stuff. Where is 13 Ice? There it is. So, let's see here. So yeah, we will return to Napple Tale. Not next week, but the week after. So once we save here, though. Hello, anybody in? What did I say? Bars. A clock. Let me check if I can make a clock real quick. I wonder how much stuff he asks for. I think it's like the 5th thing. But yeah, we'll play some Asphalt, so this is not the end of the stream quite yet. I do want to check our clock status here. I think we would have made it earlier if we could have. All right, clock is being made. Maybe we should just go and turn, I don't know. Part of me just wants to go turn this in right now, but I know as soon as we come back, we might be able to make something else. So let's just leave it for now. And then I'll just have to remember to revisit Barnes when we get back. Which I did at the start of this stream because I thought I hadn't done it yet. So I think next time I probably will remember. But Barnes and Summer Ice, I'll make a note. But, okay. Well, let me take out my 3DS here real quick. And I wish my camera would stop freaking out. That would make me very happy. Oh, you guys can still see me. I clicked deactivate, yet it is still activated. So, welcome back from cleaning your cat's poo. Was it in the litter box at least? Maybe I should replace this cable or something. Oh no, now I just dropped the cable. We're about to play some Asphalt. So, we are changing games, but I was gonna try to fix my camera here real quick, as I have been trying all night. So, I should probably check the warranty and make sure if it is still active. So, alright, let me kill, deactivate, activate. Come on. Good. At least it's in the litter box. It says the camera's deactivated, but it's still there. Let me hide it. Well, actually, I may have just broken it. It does not want to come back. So, Alright, well, I guess we're going to be cameraless for the rest of the stream now because it does not want to cooperate anymore. So let me, I don't know. Let me see what I can do here. What in the world is this thing? No, you guys aren't looking at what I'm looking at here. That's good enough. Alright. My identity has changed. Welcome. To the race zone. I do kind of want to set up a VTuber at some point, honestly. It'd be kind of fun. Alright. We're gonna have some extra image here, but don't worry about it. Alright, you guys ready? You guys ready to car? Let me open up my 3DS. And guess what? We're gonna hide that audio. I like the little cute VTubers and stuff, honestly. Like the, you know, I don't like the full, like, anime girl kind of thing. I like it when they use, like, little chibi characters and stuff. So it's an Among Us, maybe. So if I did, like, do something, I'd hope that maybe something like that would be cheaper to, like, get. All right, I need to kill my audio for this game. You guys should not be hearing the cheeping Napple Tale noise at the moment, I will say. So, all right, and then we're going to hide this, maybe? And then... Is this going to play nice? How about this one? All right, there we go. Okay. Now you need some game audio. Why are you not getting any game audio, though? You should. Gonna change this real quick and then change it back. I'm feeding it to the desktop. Change this to default. Change this to USB audio. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, I think you're getting that audio now. All right. Hopefully, at least. This might be very loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. What do you call a Napple Tale from Canada? A maple tail. I guess Napple? That would be the way to do it in that case. Let me know if this is too loud. This is incredibly loud on my side, though, so I need to turn it down. Actually, you know what? Let me turn it down this way. That won't affect your audio if I turn it on this way. All right. I'm at the very end of this game. So I'm in the World Championships of Germany versus UK, US versus Italy. So trying to represent the US, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how this actually decides what cars are what. I don't know car brands at all. So, all right, we're gonna be a Lamborghini Diablo GTR. What? There you go. Wait, where's Portland? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. All right, there you go. It's gone. No longer back from Portland Retro Game Expo. Hey, this is like, for the most part, a pretty standard racing game, I will say. So don't expect too much. But I think it runs really well. And I think it like plays really well too. I think it like is way more accessible than like what's it called? There's a little black line on the side of the screen, but don't worry about that. So, so it is like, it has like a career mode, kind of like a, you know, Gran Turismo, I assume, or something. I've never played like a game of racing game with the career mode, honestly, really. But it's more of like an arcade racer, and it's got like nitro, and you get nitro by like, you know, driving close to traffic or to some extent drifting, but not that much. But and also just like busting up stuff in the environment. A lot of things don't have collision, like these trees, but I'm kind of okay with that. And I kind of like the traffic and how weird it is, where like sometimes a car is just like parked on the street, and it's like basically like a piece of lead essentially. So, okay. And I think one thing that's kind of interesting is like if you look at this game on emulator, see, this is no good. This is especially no good. So many cars. Okay. One of the things on emulator is that like you can kind of see the weird, maybe not weird, but like the visual tricks they're pulling off to make this game like have a pretty dense background. With there's like a lot of gaps between things that you just don't notice with the DS resolution, that I think is really impressive. But a lot of popping in this game though, for sure. The cop. But yeah, on these higher level races, there's a lot of traffic on them. Yeah, I think it's a great looking game. This is apparently a port of the N-Gage game. So I looked at the N-Gage version. It definitely doesn't run nearly as smooth. But I think it's a great looking game. So there's also a Java version of this game, but I think it is, as far as I can tell, like a very different game. I think there may have been a version for this for like Nokia phones that was not an N-Gage, and I think that was called Asphalt Urban GT 3D or something. Heavy saber. Yeah. Oh god. All right, last lap, but I'm almost in first place. I'm doing a very bad job though. All right. I'm still not great at the drifting in this game, but I've gotten through the majority of it. I think a lot of the problem a lot of times is because I keep like holding on the gas. Oh my gosh. The AI also can get like pretty caught on the traffic as well. So I don't remember how close we are to the end, but we're getting there. So I probably should keep boosting, although I'm boosting directly into some walls, which is probably good. Oh, I should have saved the boost for here. This is way better to boost through. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Go, 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 go. I'm ruining it. Okay, I think this is the end, so I think this is... Oh god, they're all stuck on traffic, thank god. Go, 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 go. They all got stuck on the bus. Yeah, I broke my camera on accident, Albie. so I became a race car driver, or speedboat driver apparently. So the radar rates I don't like very much. So it's basically by the time you hit the end of the track that they ask you to race on, you have to have the minimum speed limit. Some of them are very, very easy. Some of them are not easy at all. I messed that up, but I can probably do that without the stroke. We'll try it at least a couple times and then... Yeah, like one of the really fascinating things about the DS as a whole is just like, people had kind of started to figure out how 3D graphics work, right? And so like, even though they had really limited resources, these games just like generally looked really great. Wow, that was not great. These games just like generally looked really good. So obviously 2004 is a little early in the DS's lifespan, and there's quite a bit of pop in here, but you know, if you look at a lot of DS games upscaled, they look surprisingly good. This bad. I basically just drove right into the wall there. I think I need to cut the corner a little harder with my drift, and then I can get out of it faster and hopefully maintain more speed. But you can skip this if you can't figure it out too, so I lost a lot of speed on that turn. All right, we're gonna do here. I'm gonna hit the wall and lose all my speed. All right, we're just gonna skip past this one. Yeah, I think like Idolmaster looks surprisingly good as well. And also, like, you know, you have games like Love Plus where they just like, oh god, they just like invest all their assets into like one character model, which I think is really good, really cool. Okay. I personally prefer some of these like tracks with like longer straight lines, honestly. I just kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But like the more windy tracks I don't like nearly as much. Maybe it's because it's like a very speed focused game, so. Oh god, I was looking at the chat comment and didn't realize I was driving into a wall. Mario Kart DS or Mario Kart 64? Well, I will say this. I am not a big Mario Kart fan anymore. So, like, honestly, for me, I think Mario Kart DS is the better game. And there's a lot to be said about Mario Kart DS's, like, single-player content. I think it is the strongest single-player game out of the entire series. However, there's something about Mario Kart 64's kind of like unhinged early 3D game style of just like stuff just breaks sometimes in really interesting ways that, oh man, I'm not doing great. I'm just driving directly into some of these walls. Some stuff just like breaks sometimes. So it's like, it's almost more chaotic in some ways, but I think some people might be bothered by that because it might feel more broken than they would want it to. So I could be wrong about that, but yeah, I'm kind of on the fence, I guess. But yeah, if we're like pure like, hey, what is the best quality game? I'd probably say DS. Snaking is a problem in DS though, although it kind of became a problem in a lot of Mario Kart games, so I think snaking is just the first place it got really, or the DS version is the first place it got really noticeable because people were playing online against each other, right? So they're able to kind of be like, hey, these guys are using a technique that, you know, to me as somebody who has typically played Mario Kart with local friends and family, I don't know why I did that. You know, this would be considered cheating kind of thing, but you're on the internet and everyone's going to be dry bones and tanks, so. But I mean, like, even Mario Kart 8 ended up with that at some point as well, so. Wow, first place! All right, dual races cost money, but they're usually pretty easy to win.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, what game is it? At Portland Retro Game Expo, there were definitely some pricey games out there, so. Although I heard that this year the selection was generally a lot better. I think like, I think it was Eien from the, what's that podcast called? The CU podcast. I think he mentioned that the selection was pretty good. I personally kept my vision pretty limited, so I'm not doing great. RL versus Capcom, that makes sense, I think. Well, it makes sense that that is the game that's expensive, not that, like, that makes sense. I mean, if any game's going to get you value like that, it'll probably be a fighting game, right? There's a lot you can learn out of a fighting game and compete, you know, depending on if that game is popular in that space, right? But, you know, all right. But I would not pay $250 for it, that's for sure. I'm going to hit that. I'm almost capped out on Nitro, so I don't want to like break too much. I just want to kind of tap one thing. Although I'm getting all my energy back, so let's just boost. Okay, so we should just need to do one more lap for the duels. I missed all those barrels. But I am beating this guy horrifically, so. Also sells anime pillows? Yeah. Hey, man. I don't have any anime pillows, but I believe in the dream if that's the dream you have. I do like those like long pillows though. I had one when I was a kid and I really enjoyed it. I have too many pillows in my bed right now though. I probably should remove some. I bought a couple new pillows, but didn't remove the old pillows. So I probably should buy another set of 2 new pillows and then just chunk the old pillows. I mean, they're still good. They're just kind of old. Uh-oh. Yeah. Wow, first place. All right. Finish it out on Las Vegas tonight. Check out this interpretation of Las Vegas. It's been really interesting. Oh god, I hit the tree. So there's the Las Vegas sign in the middle of the desert, along with the Luxor. Then we have a few different hotels there, including the NGN. We got the Pirates, whatever. We drove by the Luxor. And there's the Luxor again. I think it's like supposed to be like a circus parody right there. I don't know what this is. Maybe like a station casino. And then here's the Luxor again. And also like the Bellagio for a second time. So then we go back out in the desert. And that's all that there is in Las Vegas. So yeah, I mean, man, when I see those prices, I just ignore those video games for the most part. That price range is the I will just burn that game now. Which, you know, I think for me, a lot of like, well, I do like physical games and like getting them for a variety of reasons. You know, what's really important at the end of the day, right, is the experience. So I got a weird little bunny hop there. So like, if you really care about playing the game, I think just, you know, going out of your way to pirate it in some way, you know, or buy like a modern version at the very least, right, if you can. Like, if you want to play Earthbound, go pick up Earthbound Beginnings. Although, I think Nintendo's shutting down the Wii U eShop, if not already, so. Initial D Arcade. I can see that. I think Initial D might be more simulation, but drifting is definitely a part of it, for sure. It's probably more like, what's it called? Arcadey when it comes to the drifting aspect. So I wish I was better at these kind of games. As you can see, I pretty regularly ram into walls. Oh my gosh, I am getting caught on every car down here. I mean, you can just burn your, I mean, I guess I was gonna say you can just burn your own games, but people have weird situations where they don't necessarily own PCs anymore, right? They're using like a mobile phone. I'm not sure if you just like burn CDRs from your mobile phone in any way using like a dongle or something. But like even my PC doesn't have a CD drive, unfortunately. I really punch in an adapter, but I have another PC that has a drive on it, so I just kind of focus on that. I'm gonna hit this wall. Yeah, there's like weird collision stuff in this game, but it's like collision stuff I feel like that generally doesn't like get in the way of you enjoying the game. And there's like ways to avoid like those jumps and stuff if you know you're going to be driving towards a wall. All right, we're on the last lap, so I need to just like go. Although we're going to be out of boost here. So I don't think we're going to be able to get the first place, unfortunately, but this traffic nightmare. Oh god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to make first place, so things would really have to turn around for that. And I'm not doing a great job. Although that was great for me to be boost though. That was really two really close turns, but yeah, we're not making it. We dreamed the dream, but home turf only second place. mean, like, computers are kind of multi-purpose, but yeah, I mean, do what you do. I earned $50,000. I got a gold there at least, so. Anyway, so I just have 3 more races, but I don't actually have a car for the USA Asia one, so I do have to buy a car and then build it out. So I'm not sure. There's like a bunch of concept cars in there, but I don't think I can like get them. So looks like any of these cars will be good for USA. So I might just get the Shelby. We'll see. A lot of like buying and selling cars and stuff like that. And there's like arcade mode if you just want to like, you know, play whatever. There's like cop chase mode. I haven't checked this out yet, so I do need to play through these a little bit. But, you know. Anyways, that is Asphalt Urban GT. I'm sure I'll talk about it on the podcast at some point. And I think the podcast highlights will continue. I'm probably going to stop for now. But that's more of just like reorienting the channel at the moment. But I think podcast highlights for these types of games makes a lot of sense because I can just cut a bunch of footage to it, do some like quick, rough, dirty talking right on the podcast, and then make a video out of that. For anyone who is curious about Asphalt Urban GT trademark. So, anyways, some guy bought a $10 PS1 game for $50. Hey. Sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes it happens. Anyways, I'm wrapping up. So yeah, there's a Doraemon video next week, so check that out if you want to see that. And then next week we're going to be streaming Castlevania Bloodlines on the 27th for the Halloween stream. So, and then we'll get back to Napple Tale the week after in early November. And then what we're going to do from there, I think I'm kind of up in the air at the moment. But we'll figure that out. So, dirty talking. Quick and dirty talking. Well, yeah. Anyways, you guys have a good night. Good night, Pen Pen. Thanks for coming. And yeah. Trying to see if there's anything stupid I can do with this. Here we go. I mean, I guess the easy stupid thing is always just to make things really big, right? Let's see. I wish I had engine noises right now. I'm going to try to make them shake.